He was landing good uppercuts, good body shots, was really switched on in there.
Unbelievable shape. I've never seen him with abs. He got abs. So, yeah, he's looking in unreal shape.
That's insulting, isn't it, to say that, get in shape. You know, a lot of these fights they want to be like bodybuilders.
Boxing experts and fans are stunned by Tyson Fury's remarkable transformation ahead of his highly anticipated rematch with Alexander Usyk, known for his towering frame but rarely flaunting a chiseled physique. Fury recently unveiled a leaner, more muscular look. In training footage, boxer Joe Cordina expressed amazement at Tyson Fury's remarkable physical transformation. He specifically pointed out Fury's visible ABS, a clear indication of his rigorous training regimen and improved fitness levels. This transformation demonstrates Fury's commitment to maintaining peak physical condition ahead of the highly anticipated rematch.
It's going to be like a tippy-tappy, like everyone thinks it is. Because they're both great boxers and technicians. They're both unbelievable, and Tyson's here with us, and he's looking in unbelievable shape. I've never seen him with abs. He got abs. So, yeah, he's looking in unreal shape. But as they say, a good big guy will always be a good little guy, and in this situation, I think that's what's going to happen. He's looking sharp, although Usyk is like a bigger version of Lomachenko.
Lomachenko Lawrence OI, who has spared with Fury, shared his perspective on Fury's performance in their initial encounter. Okoli noted that Fury came close to victory in the first bout and emphasized the potential for Fury to capitalize on the lessons he learned. This insight underscores Fury's ability to adapt and improve for high-stakes fights.
No, I still believe that Fury's going to win. I thought he would win the first fight. They had a really close fight. You know, Usyk did have some great moments that obviously keep getting replayed. But outside of that, you know, he was landing good uppercuts, good body shots, was really switched on in there. But I think going forwards, he needs, in this fight, to just maybe do the stuff he did, but with a lot more conviction and staying on it. And I think he's got enough to sort of run ahead with it.
You fancy Fury decision win, yeah?
Yeah, I think Fury decision win. I think it'll be hard for him to get a stoppage. But if he comes out and, you know, it's different because Wilder and Usyk are so completely different in style, but they're not too dissimilar in weight. You know, treat it like how he treated Cunningham, treat it like how he's treated, you know, White, where you're boxing, but then you're still got one hard shot at a time. I think you might be able to break him down.
Okay. You never sparred Usyk, have you?
No, he's one of the only ones I haven't.
Right. I know sparring with Tyson was a while ago in LA. Was it the first Wilder fight?
First, yeah.
The first Wilder fight, yeah. So it was a while ago. But what was one thing when you were in the ring with Fury that you didn't quite expect that he was really good at?
Avoiding headshots, getting caught on the head.
For Tyson Fury, the idea of simply getting in shape fails to capture the depth of his craft. Fury's dominance in the ring is not solely attributed to his physical prowess, but also to his mastery of technical and tactical aspects of boxing. This combination of skills sets him apart as one of the most formidable fighters in the sport.
You ever think about getting in shape for a fight?
Nope, never. That's insulting, isn't it, to say that, get in shape. You know, a lot of these fights they want to be like bodybuilders and look ripped and that, but I always rock the dad bod and, you know, the bald head, fat, white as anything. Looked absolutely disgusting with my top off. And then when I knock out a good-looking six-pack, it's like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck just happened?
How do you do it?
Crack them on the jaw and down they go. You can't put muscles on the chin.
Are you the baddest man on the planet?
Me. So it would seem.
One of Fury's standout abilities is his exceptional aptitude for evading headshot. This defensive skill has been pivotal to his career. Success experts believe it will play a crucial role in the rematch, allowing Fury to neutralize Usyk's offense while setting up his own attacks.
Sort of grafted his body and, you know, then eventually started trying to, but from round one, he moves well and he's constantly sort of, he boxes slightly differently now, but he's always moving and feinting and touching his feet, like just creating different stuff for you to look at, where you're always having to sort of kind of watch what he's doing as opposed to I'm going to hit his chin. So it was good.
Pundits have observed that Fury's current mindset is arguably the best it has ever been. His focus and determination are seen as critical factors in the rematch, with many analysts arguing that this mental edge makes him the favorite to win.
I think Fury will win this time on points. I think it's just, maybe underestimated or whatever, but there wasn't much in it last time. He did lose a fight, excuse me, but I think, he's been laying a low profile, hasn't he? So, I think he's more focused than he's ever been for anything in his life. I mean, AJ's come back and won, and I think Fury will want to do that as well after his first defeat.
Renowned boxing commentator Paul Smith has expressed confidence in Fury's chances. In the rematch, he cited Fury's excellent physical preparation and technical expertise as strong indicators of an impending victory. Smith's analysis reflects widespread belief in Fury's ability to deliver a dominant performance.
I think, again, this is another one of them fights where timing will come into it, and I think after Ngannou, after the last Fury-Usyk fight, I think maybe we've seen Tyson's best days, and I'd love him to do it. I really like Usyk. How could you not? I love Usyk, and Fury's been an unbelievable advert for British boxing, for young kids in this country to see that the heavyweight champion of the world from Britain and from Morecambe, and is a traveller lad, and is a scally, and is a down-to-earth lad just like them. And if he can do it, why can't I do it? He's an unbelievable advert for British boxing. He's earned very well. He's achieved everything in the game, and not just in the ring and his ability. I mean, how he is as a person, how he is outside the ring. And I'm not a Usyk fanboy, but I can't see Fury finding an answer for what I saw in the first fight, and he's going to have worked really hard in the gym, tactically, technically, not just physically. And I'm not sure if that stuff is happening in the gym anymore at this stage. And I don't blame any of them. I don't know how any of them are getting out of bed and getting in the ring and fighting against the likes of Usyk, Dubois. I'm talking about Joshua as well here. When they've got that much money in the bank and they've done that well already out of the game, they've still got that hunger.
Boxing legend Bernard Hopkins described their match as a fascinating battle of styles while acknowledging Alexander Usyk's superior boxing IQ. Hopkins emphasized that Fury's size and power might ultimately overwhelm Usyk. This perspective highlights the strategic depth both fighters bring to the bout.
You see that fight going any differently?
No. I think the smaller guy is really the big guy in heart and big guy in talent. I just think that, and I've been with Tyson Fury when he fought, most of the people he fought for is picking him to win. But I believe Usyk has this number, and I believe that he's not a big heavyweight, which I think helps him in this particular fight. And I just think he has the IQ that Tyson Fury won't be able to keep up and withstand as time or rounds go on. I just like Usyk possibly by stoppage late, and not by a punch. I think it'd just be a mercy call by the referee.
Fury has made his intentions for the rematch clear. He plans to win by knockout. This bold declaration underscores his confidence in his physical and mental dominance. Fury's focus on securing a coup demonstrates his aggressive approach to ensuring victory.
I have to be a little bit more focused and a little bit more smart to get the victory. As it would seem, my rematch with people is always ends up one way. I always end up knocking them out in the rematch. Whoever I've faced more than once has been knocked out in the rematch. So I'm envisaging something similar in the second fight with Usyk. All I can do is prepare well, train hard, eat well, go to bed early, wake up early, do the right things, listen to people around me, and the rest is in God's hands.
In a striking statement, Fury said, "I'm not worried about what Usyk's going to do. I'm just worried about what I'm going to do." This highlights Fury's confidence in his own strategy and skills, as well as his determination to control the narrative of the fight.
I've always done well with them, so listen, I'm not worried about what Usyk's going to do. I'm only worried about what I'm going to do, and that's it.
Why is he better than Vladimir Klitschko?
He's just more mobile, he's got better footwork, he's got better angles, and I seen him sparring one time and Usyk boxed the head off him.
Really?
Yeah.
When was that?
When Klitschko was going to do the rematch with me, that never happened. He was sparring Usyk and he was getting his head jabbed off.
the point was going to be Bellew, Chisora, Dubois, Joshua, all Brits. You're the one who stands last.
Yeah, I'm the last one. Save the best to last, I suppose.
Is he vulnerable to the body, Alexander Usyk?
I think anybody is, aren't they? If anybody gets hit with a good body shot, they'll be crippled. It's just about getting hit in the right place. Anybody will be hurt with body punches or head punches. I don't think there's no such thing as not being hurt to the head or body. If you get hit properly, you're going to be hurt.
You mentioned Vladimir Klitschko. You've obviously sparred the best, fought the best, but within Europe, how have you found like the European heavyweights when you've sparred them years ago, when you've boxed them?
I've always done well, obviously. I'm 35 unbeaten fights in 16 years as a pro, so I've done pretty well with Americans, Europeans, Africans, whoever you might.
Analysts have emphasized that Fury's ability to hurt Usyk, demonstrated in their first fight, will be even more evident in the rematch. Fury's raw power is expected to be a decisive factor, with many believing he will build upon moments of dominance from the initial encounter.
With Fury, you never know. I imagine towards Fury this time on the rematch.
Do you think that he could stop Usyk, or do you think it would be a points thing?
I think it'll be a points. I think he'll hurt him a few times in the fight. I think both men will be hurt in the fight a few times, but I think a points win for Fury. I'm edging towards that.
Boxing analyst Adam Smith suggested that Fury's game plan will focus on targeting Usyk within the first 6 to 7 rounds. This strategy could leverage Fury's size and strength, advantage potentially overwhelming Usyk before the latter has a chance to settle into his rhythm.
I certainly think Tyson will go for the stoppage this time. I think that he'll try and utilise his size. I think he'll do everything he can to try and tire Usyk out in the first 6, 7, 8 rounds. The trouble is if Usyk's still there, then it gets problematic. But I think that's what Tyson's got to do. Can he outbox him at times? I mean, he's got to get his concentration bang on. That's the first thing with Tyson. I think if he comes in a bit heavy, Shane McGuigan was saying to me a couple of days ago that if Tyson comes in heavy, it's the worst possible thing because he won't be able to move as quick and he won't be able to deal with Usyk's footwork. But look, I think Sugar Hill's coming for the knockout, so I think Fury will come in a bit bigger. I think they'll try and utilise that size advantage. They'll normally say a good big guy beats a good little guy, but you know, Usyk's an exceptional little becoming bigger guy.
Adam Booth, a seasoned trainer, has cautioned against Fury adopting a reckless approach in the rematch. While acknowledging Fury's aggression as a potent weapon, Booth stressed the importance of calculated tactics to avoid exposing vulnerabilities. His advice underscores the need for a balance between offense and defense.
Usyk versus Fury 2, Tyson says he's got to be heavier for the rematch. Feel that's the right way, a heavier. Fury might be able to turn what was a close defeat into a victory.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably just one element of it. It's not just about being heavier. It's how you go about applying that. And Tyson's a very clever fella. He's got a clever